Salutations, leaders of tomorrow. Professor Inkwell here, and welcome back to my drawing room, the sanctuary for your imagination. My word, is it Friday already? It seems like the week just flew right by. It's almost as if everyone was saying to themselves that they gotta go fast. Oh, that reminds me. Today I'm going to be teaching you how to draw Sonic the Hedgehog. And if you'd like to follow along at home, all you need is a few supplies to get started. A piece of paper, a writing utensil, and something to color. Go ahead and get your writing utensil. I'm going to use a Sharpie again today. And if you use a marker, just make sure you put a couple of pieces of paper underneath so you don't get any ink onto the table. Now today we're just going to be drawing Sonic's head. Now his head is going to take up pretty much the entire page, so make sure your paper is horizontal, not vertical. And when I'm drawing a portrait, I always love to start with the facial features. So the first step in drawing Sonic the Hedgehog is we're going to draw his nose. Now his nose is going to be near the left-hand side of the paper, all the way down right about here, I want to say. And to draw his nose, we're just going to draw a simple jelly bean, like that. And if you want, you can go ahead and draw a nice little circle in there and go ahead and color that in right away. This is going to be our main landmark for his face. A lot of the lines we're going to be drawing is going to meet at this nose right here. Now before we get crazy and draw all of his spikes, we're going to draw his eyes. Sonic the Hedgehog has very large eyes. So starting right above the nose right here, we're going to draw this very interesting shape here. Start here, go down and then go up and then bring it right down like about that. So it's almost like a horseshoe or a slanted backwards letter C. This is going to be his right eye. Now before we draw his left eye, let's go ahead and draw the top of his muzzle. Let's start right here on his nose and draw another very interesting shape here. And meet it right there at the bottom right hand side of his right eye. Now let's go ahead and draw the bottom of his head. It's just going to be one straight curve here, and you can even draw a little dot right about there to guide you in drawing that very wide letter U. So we'll start right here, bring it down and up right about there. Now right where we stopped at the top of his muzzle, we're going to go from here and just draw a backwards letter C, like that. Let's go ahead and draw his left eye. It's about the same height as his right eye, so right about here above the nose, we're just going to draw another interesting shape here, starting going up and then bringing it back down like that. And right underneath this line we just made, we're going to create a curved line that's a continuation of this line, just like that. Now before we draw his pupils, let's go ahead and draw his eyebrows. We'll start right here and just make one loop like this and bring it down like that. And we'll do the same thing on the right eye. We'll just make a curved line right above his right eye that's not touching the top of his eye. These are going to represent his eyebrows. Now let's go ahead and give him some pupils. Those are very simple ovals. We'll do the first one right about here. And you can make them looking in any direction you like. We'll put one right down here, just like that. So I'm going to draw his line of sight looking right at us. And of course you can draw another circle inside for the highlight and draw a very smaller black circle. And do the same thing on the right hand side. That's just one simple circle and then a black circle inside. Now before we draw his first spike, let's go ahead and draw his ear. Right above his right eyebrow, we're just going to draw a diagonal upside down letter V like that. That'll be his ear. And right underneath that, we can draw the same letter V, just a little bit smaller. And then just make a slightly curved line to connect right underneath that. Now, we're going to make one giant, large curved line. We're going to start from here, and we're going to go all the way to right about here. So let's go ahead and draw a dot right there, just to guide us. We're going to draw one big curved line. This is going to be the top of his head. We'll start right here. It's going to be a continuation of this line. All right. And you can always take a break in between if you'd like. And just finish it, bringing it to that line like that. Now Now let's go ahead and draw a curved line from here right to about here. All right. Now that's his first spike on the back of his head. Let's draw the second one. It's pretty big. It's going to be right about, the point is going to reach right about down about here. So you can draw another dot if you'd like. And we'll just draw another curved line. Right down there. And it's okay if it doesn't touch the dot exactly, as long as you come close. Let's go ahead and close that in and draw another curved line like that. Now before we draw the last spike, let's go ahead and start at the bottom here, right at the bottom of his head, and make one curved line go down like this. And then we'll just bring it up like this and have it resting in front of that previous line we just made, so it's in front. Now before we draw the rest of his face, let's go ahead and add his other ear. Right at the top of his left eyebrow, we'll just draw another letter V, like that. Let's give him a mouth. He doesn't have a mouth right now. And now you can make him happy, sad, confused, whatever you want to do. I'm going to make him happy. And that's just one line like this. And then I'll wrap it around, bringing it down like that, touching the bottom. And then you can just draw 3 little lines representing his teeth like that. Now we'll draw some of his body. We'll go from the chest up. So right about here, just go ahead and draw a curved line like that for his chest. And then we'll go ahead and draw his right arm. That's just a letter C that's backwards like that. And then we'll just connect it to the bottom like this. Almost like it's one long noodle, like a macaroni noodle or something. And then we'll finish drawing the rest of the top of his chest like that. Now he's got 2 different colors on his chest, so we can just draw another very light curved line like that. Now if you want, you can add some shadows to this if you'd like. You can draw another line underneath his mouth and color that in like that. And you can add these wherever you'd like. You can add one under here. You can add some under his eyes, just to add some more depth to make it pop. Maybe some under here, and maybe one up here. And of course you can add any element you'd like. You can make him in a forest, you can make him in the desert, you can add some rings, a checkpoint, whatever you'd like. I think I'll draw a ring right here. That's just a circle. And then another circle inside it. And then I'll just draw some sparkly lines like that. Now we only need a few colors to color him in. He's just made of blue. I'm going to use a peach for his chest and for his ears and his muzzle, yellow for that ring, and then just a little bit of green for his eyeballs right here, and that's it. Now as always, I'm going to speed this part of the video up, but feel free to pause it whenever you'd like if you need to catch up. Well, there you have it, everyone. I used blue for this entire area here, just a little bit of peach for his muzzle, his chest, his arm, and underneath his ear, and just a little bit of green for his eyes, and of course I added some yellow for that shiny ring. But once again, boys and girls, you can make him whatever color you'd like. You can even make him darker to be Shadow, you can make him yellow to be Supersonic, you can put some Chaos Emeralds in there, whatever you'd like. Let your imagination run wild. But of course, the most important part to your piece is your signature. Well, bust my buttons! You have just created Sonic the Hedgehog. Give yourselves a round of applause, everyone. Now don't forget, everyone, if there's something that you would like to learn how to draw for next time, go ahead and leave a comment below. I would love to know what it is. Well, everyone, that about does it for this week. I had so much fun drawing with you today. Oh, and if you enjoyed yourself too, go ahead and click that like button. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and subscribe as well. Now, go out there and have an adventure.